And good afternoon, I'm Fred Cunningham. Thanks for joining us. We are tracking snow moving across western North Carolina and into the upstate, and we have team coverage of this winter weather. 7 News' Jennifer Martin is standing by in North Carolina. Ayla Ferrone and Scotty Kay standing by in upstate South Carolina. But first, let's head to the Carolinas chief meteorologist, Christy Henderson. Christy, what's the latest?
All right, Fred. Well, you know, all morning long we've had rain around the upstate. It has been mixed with sleet at times along 85, and you move farther to the north into the South Carolina mountains, and some of that transitions over to snow. And transition is kind of the word of the afternoon for the upstate, as that snow line will begin to work a little farther to the south during the afternoon hours. And of course, it's mainly been snow all morning in western North Carolina, and that's where the highest totals are going to be. 1 to 3 inches plus on grassy surfaces there. Northern upstate, some light accumulations down to around 85. The farther south and west you go, the less of a chance of any kind of accumulation on grassy surfaces. A winter weather advisory is in effect for all of western North Carolina, also Cherokee County, all of Spartanburg County, Greenville County, and the Pickens, northern Pickens County included in that. So roads will become a little slicker during the day today, but it's tonight that is our major concern, because any moisture left over is going to freeze. So widespread black ice is expected all around the western Carolinas going into tomorrow morning. So snow will continue to work southward this afternoon, and then we'll look out for icy conditions tomorrow morning. Fred?
All right, thanks, Christy. We are tracking winter weather in the upstate and western North Carolina. We have live reporters standing by across the area. We continue our coverage in Hendersonville. 7 News' Jennifer Martin is there live. Jennifer, are you seeing snow yet there? Yeah, I think you are.
Oh yeah, it has been coming down since around 10 o'clock, and it's just been pretty steady since about then. And this snow is pretty wet. I was talking to the North Carolina Department of Transportation maintenance engineer, and he said that that was one thing that they did notice in the last snowfall that we had, was that this snow is really wet. So that does cause problems whenever it comes to a temperature below freezing. So that's one issue that they are worried about, is overnight it could freeze over and cause some slick roads, some black ice. But for right now, you can see it's just starting to stick to the grass, and the roads are still pretty wet, but we haven't seen any ice form just yet. Of course, it's pretty early with the snow coming down. I did also just talk to that engineer on the phone. He said that just moments ago they sent out some trucks to start salting the roads. They're focusing on bridges and also on I-26, which is where we're in front of right now. So this is the Flat Rock exit for Hendersonville also. And if you're heading eastward on 26 and you're coming that way, that is where there's a bridge, the Green River Bridge, which is a really big problem area for them. So the North Carolina Department of Transportation said that they are focusing on trying to make sure that that area is salted.
That, you know, if it does snow, it'll get hung up, traffic will get stopped, and then we have to go down and work to pull tractor and trailers up that grade in order to keep the traffic moving.
So he's talking right there about that Green River Bridge, and the problem there is that there's a hill, so when trucks are trying to come up that hill, it's really hard to get momentum. So you can see in the past, you've been able to see some tractors and trailers just kind of zigzagged there, just a mess. So that is a possibility. We won't know if that's going to be an issue, of course, until we see these roads start to get some wetness on them. But we also talked to the Hendersonville Public Works Department, and they told me that at 1 o'clock they will be sending out some trucks with snow plows to also focus on salting the main roads, bridges, and the hilly areas. Live in Henderson County, Jennifer Martin, 7 News.
Jennifer, thank you. Buncombe County and Asheville City offices have just closed for the day, with leaders there expecting up to 3 inches of snow to fall. Trucks and plows will go to work as soon as snow begins to accumulate on the streets. Asheville has more than 4,000 tons of salt on hand. We're told salt spreaders are loaded and ready to go. Well, continuing our team coverage now in Greenville County, 7 News' Ayla Ferrone joins us live from Travelers Rest. Ayla, you're still seeing rain at last check.
Hey Fred, yeah, actually we're standing out here, and almost just as you were tossing out here, we are actually seeing some of that rain turn into what it seems like freezing rain, maybe some ice, and that's why we're just getting word that the Greenville County School District will be dismissing all students at 1:30 p.m. today due to the potential for some dangerous conditions out on the roadways. Now, we have seen a couple buses go by here in Travelers Rest just as we've been staying out here, and as I'm speaking, actually, this rain is turning into some sleet, and possibly we're starting to see the potential for snow here in Greenville County. As Christy mentioned, that will continue throughout the day. One of the other things that we'll be keeping an eye on is, since there has been a lot of rain so far and a lot of melting as far as anything other than rain that we've seen, those puddles are starting to build up. As the temperatures kind of go down throughout the day, we'll see those freeze. So that's something people will want to keep an eye on. And as Christy mentioned a little bit earlier, people have been talking about, the potential for how much bread you might need during this snowfall that we're seeing today. So here in Greenville County, you won't need this whole loaf, but Chrissy mentioned earlier, probably 1 or 2 slices will do if that's something that you're worried about. So of course, we'll continue to stick here in Greenville County for your coverage for you today and bring you any updates as we do start to see those flakes fall outside. For now, I'm reporting live in Travelers Rest, Ayla Ferrone, 7 News.
All right, Ayla, we'll see if we can come back later and talk about pints, quarts, or gallons of milk. Meanwhile, continue our team coverage now in Spartanburg County. That's where we find 7 News' Scotty Kay. Scotty, what are you seeing there?
Hey Fred, so we're not as lucky as Jennifer. We are here in downtown Landrum where we're still seeing a lot of rain. You can probably see it dripping off of the awning above me, but no snow yet. However, that doesn't stop the excitement. We've got a lot of folks here in Landrum who are ready for the snow. They're preparing, but really the closest we've got to ice is ice cream. This ice cream shop here is also a coffee shop. We've got a few people who are waiting inside on this snow. They're trying to stay warm, drinking coffee. We've got Donna right here. Hey, Miss Donna, how are you? These two are locals. They are regulars here at this coffee and ice cream shop, and we were talking with them about the snow earlier. Tell me, what do you like about the snow? Are you a big snow fan?
Yes, I am. Being from the north, it's nice to see it down here now and then, yeah.
What, do you have any special plans for today?
No, I spending time with my friends. We all had lunch today, and we...
To get your dog food.
Oh, I have to go get dog and cat food, make sure we have that in case the snow gets bad or something,
So your snow day essentials, dog food, cat food. What about you?
I went to Ingles at 8 o'clock this morning and just picked up a few things, but not bread and milk.
Not bread and milk. So you heard it here. Well, I went by the grocery stores as well. Lots of people out shopping, getting the things they need. I did see a lot of bread and milk. So if you're planning on getting your snow day essentials, you probably want to go soon. Get that bread and milk, get the cat food and the dog food, whatever you need for your snow day. But I'll toss it back to you guys for now. We're reporting live in Landrum. Scotty Kay, 7 News.
Scotty Kay, thank you. Now you can stay ahead of the snow with our 7 News app and Storm Team 7 app. It's free to download at your app store. And we will, of course, talk about that in a moment. But first, let's go ahead and check in with our chief meteorologist, Christy Henderson, and also meteorologist Dan Bickford.
Yeah, it's boy, Scotty Kay is trying to earn some money. It looks like the bread and milk royalties, getting people out there. But one thing, Dan, we've talked about is that with the temperature staying above freezing all day, it's pretty when it's coming down, but it doesn't really linger.
Yeah, until we get into the overnight, and that's when we're expecting temperatures to fall. And those temperatures are the key to the afternoon, because as we get that rain-snow transition, the faster it happens, the more likely the northern parts of the upstate will see some accumulation. But if that happens a little bit more slowly, it's not going to amount to a whole lot. That's something we're going to have to watch hour by hour as we go through the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, and check out the temperatures now. I mean, we're 34 in Asheville, 40 still in Spartanburg, so temperatures are key.
Yeah, and we'll have a full look at what you can expect as we get to the tail end of this system and going into the weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Christy. The top 6 Democratic